Hey everyone, and welcome to our Clips and Highlights channel. If you want to keep up with everything we've got going on, make sure you subscribe to the main Grinding Gear YouTube channel, which is where we actually do these streams. That's right, we stream on YouTube every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Unless I'm editing over this with days of the week that we have changed to. We also have the podcast available everywhere. Apple, Spotify, Google. Maybe your grandma started a podcast platform. We're probably on it. Wherever you get your podcasts, make sure to check out the Grinding Gear podcast to hear more about all of the nerdy bullshit we're up to. Grahati has definitely got a shrine to the Warrior of Light hidden in his closet. Confirmed, there's cut scenes with the Exarch where he just leans in, gets a little close to your hair, and just goes...
While you're not looking.
Yeah, and you just kind of turn and you look, and he just acts like nothing was going on.
I want to see
I don't
this
think
place
there's
again.
a designated Asian torture space.
No,
I don't think that. Yeah, no,
it would have been. It would have been a really cute callback if it was.
It's
like
Final Fantasy 14, dude. They have player housing. They have their own unique zone.
Their own zone. Their
own residential district in the Tempest. Emmett's got a wonderful large with a great view.
It just would have been really cute if instead of like Ethereal Rift Chrysalis, it was called the Tempest, the Chrysalis.
And his basement is a dungeon. It's that simple. The final raid is going to be Emmett's large plot. And you just have to work your way from upstairs to downstairs. I'm calling it now. The final raid of Endwalker is Emmett's house, and it's just a large floor plan. Yeah. I'm seeing our mods snipe some things. So
you
clearly
think Emmett's
right.
gonna make it to Endwalker?
Yeah. We're not finishing. We're not done with Emmett.
I don't know.
Xenos didn't end in Stormblood.
Yeah.
We're not gonna meet and be done with Emmett in Shadowbringers. Technically, yes, we meet him in Stormblood, but it's basically the precursor to Shadowbringers.
But there's still a ton of there's so many Asians still to go. Emmett. Well, I guess there's only...
He's the best. He's the most important one. The other... Who gives a crap about the other Asians?
Yeah. You don't think about...
Laha Brea is more like Laha Boring, and he's Laha Dead anyway.
Laha Dead. You don't like... Who we got? Who we got?
I'm getting to it.
You don't like Parsh Tarat? You're not a big fan of Parsh Tarat, the big reveal of Parsh Tarat? I'd kind of like the... I think Emmett being alive through the patch content would fuel it really well, but with the false villain, I don't know if Emmett gets away at the end of the patch.
No. You know who's not making it to Endwalker is Elidibus, because Xenos is home, baby, and he wants his hot bod back. Emmett 100. I will put $100 right here and now down. I will give you $100 if Emmett doesn't make it to Endwalker.
I mean, killing Elidibus would end the war in a sense because he's the one fueling it.
Do you agree to the bet, sir? That's what I want to know.
What am I betting? I don't think that's a safe bet. I don't think that's a safe bet at all. He is too beloved. He is too... really...
This is not an endorsement of gambling by any means. This is just me tooling with Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing, right? Like, the thing is that they made this expansion in isolation. Patches, they would have interacted with the audience. So if Emmett makes it past 5.0, he makes it an Endwalker. Because the devs would hear the outcry of Emmett love, and they wouldn't want to kill him. But if he... Yeah, that's not a safe bet. That's not a safe bet at all.
Oh, sir, you're awake. You were injured during the foray on Mount Golg, yes? I was here at my station, as always, when they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen. It has everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens?
Oh.
Braggy was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. No, Braggy, don't. You're going to turn to a senator, Braggy.
Who was Braggy? I don't remember Braggy.
I don't remember Braggy.
Oh, we have to like what? I feel properly empty. Like that is a sad... good ass low point that they've pulled off here.
Yes.
I
this is
really like it.
Empire Strikes Back
Yeah.
AF.
I'm just so happy they didn't like save it for patch content, you know, like string out the it's just so cool that if you bought day one I mean, outside of like, you know, server issues that may have happened, but if you bought the game, you get to enjoy a full game. It's not gonna just be like, well, join us next time thanks to your sub and find out what happens at the end of Shadowbringers. Like, no, this is still the main game. Here's Braggy. This isn't helping my memory. I don't remember Braggy.
I have no idea who this person
I don't
is.
remember Braggy. I'm so sorry, Braggy.
Nope. There's gonna be one comment on this video that's like, it's because we make so many jokes. we make so many jokes, they remember who Braggy is.
We got a comment that was mad at us because we make fun of the innkeeper there. Someone's a big fan. Someone husbandoed the innkeeper. They're mad at us for giving him the squeaky voice. Well,
we get a few of those. I think some people just don't like the voice, which I don't blame you. But yeah, I'm talking about a different one.
Look who's back from the dead. It was a grim sight. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in. So I offered to help a hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle so. And you, my friend, I feared you had one foot in the grave. Cold and lifeless you were, like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor Exard away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked wight, what is this world coming to? But my moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's times like these that we Crystarium folk stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with Yulmore is back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chesamil was worried sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see, let me tell you.
Chesamil, how are you? I haven't seen you since that cutscene that I didn't think was as interesting as other things that happened.
Well, that they were there when Thancred was, you know, not talking to Reen and stuff.
Still not talking to Reen.
Yeah.
If you're gonna say when Thancred was not talking to Reen, you have to be more specific, because it's all of Shadowbringers.
Oh, sweetie, you're alive. No one's been allowed to see you, even.
Spagirix?
I got nothing, man. Were forbidden from making visits. Reen was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to Eater corruption, so I suppose there was little any of us could have done in any case. As for your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure for your condition. I worry to see their faces grown even more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. How long have we been out? I shall let them know you're awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please, do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they all collapse of exhaustion. And our own Morin has been a little better, I'm afraid. He hasn't left the cabinet. Too busy with his nose buried in one of those dusty tomes or another. Well, I remember Morin. Morin's cool.
Da, 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 da.
Wonder if
anyone in general wondering what the hell's going on yet?
Some poor soul sitting down on their laptop for the night.
Yeah, the first time that happened when we were out at what was the Stormblood area, Ralger's Reach. It's just like, oh, it's cool.
Yeah, no peeking. It's right there. It's a big question mark. Now I know its name is Tempest. And look, it's got a cool like castle business thing.
What are you talking about?
On the map, on the secret location with the crystal and like the that's Emmett's dungeon there.
Oh, that's his large plot?
Yeah, his large plot.
Where are you seeing a castle?
In the bottom, there's like sort of buildings. Oh,
you're just talking about like the more geometric looking.
Yeah, kind of like how Amarang had the sort of geometric shapes down here back before we
that's his large plot.
The dungeon. Confound it! This says the same thing as the last. Mayhaps I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Oh, Tuna! It is truly you, not some figment of my imagination. Oh, but this is wonderful. 'Twould seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain our most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the Lightborns defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? I must have pored over 100 tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems to forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch, and thus, do I feel his absence even more keenly? Now that
God,
you
I
are...
didn't even think about the fact that we're alone, we're depressed, we're in the Crystarium, and the Crystarium doesn't even have the Exarch anymore.
Yeah, no, it's got our, like, he's happy-go-lucky mayor of town. Everybody loves him. So they're feeling it. Now that you're awake, however, I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catless, meanwhile, leads the Crystarium, means in preparation for battle. Though against what foe? We are not yet we are yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief. I believe that was the crafter lady outside.
Wasn't she like up on the rise
Yeah.
before we rode in the battle on the Amaro?
Yeah, because we like met all the crew.
Tuna, Val, alive and well, I see. You gave us all a proper fright, you know that? Not a day's gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying about what's to become of you or the Exarch. Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? I was hoping you have a better look at your equipment. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day, and the Exarch would still be here. God,
I don't think it, yeah.
Salt in the wounds.
Yeah. I'm afraid it wasn't a gear check.
As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other on a new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear we're trying to improve.
Oh, is this our Tataru outfit for the expansion?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Not that it would be from Tataru, but...
Well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we'd need to experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure we have that kind of time.
Sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy.
Ankles? Greetings, Glynard. What do we go with? Glynard? Glynard?
I like
Glynard
Glynard.
sounds
Yeah.
more fantasy. The Master of the Stairs is running his own errands now, is he?
Aye, well, my servers are distraught enough as it is, and I didn't want to crack the web too hard. But never mind that. I think our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours.
And by genius, you mean old Grenault? He is a man of unrivaled gifts. I won't argue with you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen hide nor hair of Grenault since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like once he latches onto an idea. He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking.
What the heck are you all talking about? Is this guy like a fan favorite?
Glennard Skinnerd? It's a
Yeah.
Leonard Skinner joke. His name is Glennard.
Oh, okay.
So Leonard Skinnerd.
Okay.
Big wheels keep on turning.
That does make
Sorry.
things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you've destined to meet, I wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many the tales I have heard told of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit.
We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter Grenault, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk for when you've fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing, eh?
Oh,
One of my favorite Darkest Hour songs.
convalescing?
Convalescence.
Oh. Before you do that, you're exactly the reason I came over here in the first place. I don't suggest partaking of my stock until you're properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, then I've a regular who's eager to see you. I'd best get back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we don't have to follow suit now, does it?
Hear, hear. We can't forget the heart upon which the city was founded, or the Exarch might not have much of a home to return to.
Like putting the bills in my hand, like money, money for you.
Would you like some? Would you like some?
Sad, bummed out of my mind, like.
It's like, oh my god, so many people spotted. For about 3 seconds.
Yep.
It was just me, you, and Catless.
Yeah.
And then, boom, mosh pit. Holy shit.
I'm also like staring in these dead doll's eyes of the frogs, and they're wigging me out.
Just don't lick him. You'll
You'll be
be
the one
okay.
that seems to be worshiping the fairy above its head.
Just don't lick him, man. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Tuna, Val, are you all right? I think a return to your sickbed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. That's an oddly specific place to
It is
suggest
a
I
little,
rest.
yeah.
This damnable sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the Exarch often liked to stand there and feel the wind upon his face. Oh, okay. So there's a reason for it.
His garden?
Okay.
Are we just gonna go wander around and look at all the places that remind us of the Exarch and get extra super sad?
Yes, we're just going to get super sad.
All right, you have to pick one character up here that you meet with first, one of the Scions. Who do you pick?
Wait, what?
Who's gonna show up first to comfort you? Who would you like to show up first of the Scions to comfort you?
I feel like it's one of the twins, but how do they choose? Because you could choose which one you met with first when you first came to the first. I'm going to say the first a few more times. I mean, but I like Y'shtola. I like the cut of her jib.
Sure.
I would not mind Thancred because I really like him now. But honestly,
Right.
maybe Yorion J. I'd really
like
like
to- yeah,
some
that's who I'd pick.
explanation from him.
Yeah.
He's
I like-
got a real Doctor Strange holding up a single finger vibe right now.
Yep. Yeah.
How did you get up here so fast? You were walking.
Oh no,
you-
everyone was running. I got excited. Everyone started running. I thought you were in the crowd. I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were still back there. Team walking.
Peace.
All right. Destination. You ready?
3, 2, 1, destinate. And by the way, when I say peace to Kyle, it's a piece of ass.
Damn.
It's a good shot.
The people of this city have spirit. I'll give
Oh,
them
that's
that.
actually the correct answer, by the
Actually,
way.
that's-
Not
yeah,
lost
that's
the
a
will
better
to
answer.
fight.
3, 2, 1, ghost.
I love how much my character. Obviously, the game has had a lot of shots of your character, but I like my character. I like seeing him in cutscenes.
I feel the same way about
I can
mine.
imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky, knowing what it means to everyone, and that you're responsible.
I'm just going with that bottom one.
Yeah, I like bottom because I'm upset, and I wouldn't say anything like too fancy right now.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Aye. An all too familiar one. Here you stand alone, expecting no one else to bear the burden for you. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet.
One of the hottest yours. Clearly, you're talking about my warrior of light, chat.
I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burns so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Also, our roles are reversed. He's cheering us up now.
Yeah.
Is that a pound it?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
Well, come on then.
Yeah, man.
Well, thank you. I'm being brought a cocktail. Hell yes. Hell yes.
Oh,
I did.
pound of light.
As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence.
Not Ardbert, but I do love Ardbert.
My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
Freaking love this crap. I'm such a sucker for power friendship, man.
I like a little more adversarial. Like Goku Vegeta is my favorite.
Worried you were up here all
Nah, man,
alone,
this is good.
brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes.
What?
But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Are all of our friends going to slowly show up and give us a pep talk? Because I'm here for it if that's
Look
what's
at what
happening.
you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours.
You come home. This is very much energy
My
of a mom when you
poor
come
little
home with a
sapling.
nose ring.
Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away in the castle. It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them.
Love Theo.
What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? Oh, my dear beloved sapling, you are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place. Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow.
Oh no, they're speaking in rhyme.
See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue.
Still alive. We're gonna save him. Yeah, we have fish. There's an
I
energizing fish.
believe.
You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
We're gonna walk into his holodeck and just start pushing buttons, and then a recording of him's gonna show up like Superman's dad. Thank you, mods.
What was there
I
to
saw
spoil?
multiple timeouts after I made that Superman joke, man.
What is there? We're having a precious moments with our friends. What is there to spoil?
People just in here dumping and Walker like endings.
I love Power of Friendship so much, man. I'm such a sucker for that. I really like I when I become good friends with someone, I always have like a big like, hey man, we're friends now. Like I am very much a like I'll inform you of our friendship kind of person.
You never informed me of ours.
You and I have had more than enough exchanges of friendship. I hope it's clear.
There was never a moment in the early days though where you're like, hey, we're friends.
That's true. I started
never
doing
happened.
that. Yeah, I started doing that after.
Kareth Ragnarok, I must know where you got your cut-off denim shorts. I love them, and I want them. They're phenomenal. They are Florida Man AF.